The walls of Buckingham Palace have witnessed countless royal dramas, but none quite like this. Prince George, the young heir to the throne, reportedly stood face to face with Queen Consort Camilla in a moment that left the royal family reeling. His words were sharp and direct. "I'm warning you," he said, signaling a rare display of defiance from the future king. As tensions simmer beneath the surface of the monarchy, this encounter shines a spotlight on the intricate relationships within the House of Windsor, and the stakes have never been higher. Prince George, at just 10 years old, occupies a unique and pivotal role within the royal family. As the eldest son of Prince William and Catherine, he is already being groomed for the immense responsibilities that come with his future position as king. While George's childhood is carefully shielded from public scrutiny, his education in royal protocol and duties is quietly taking shape behind the palace walls. This foundation not only prepares him for the crown but also influences his relationships with key family members, including his grandfather King Charles III and step-grandmother Queen Consort Camilla. From an early age, George has been immersed in the traditions and expectations of royal life. His parents are keen to strike a balance between normalcy and preparation, ensuring that George understands his unique place in the monarchy. In fact, he is no stranger to formal events, often appearing alongside his siblings during public engagements. These moments, though polished and choreographed for the cameras, hint at the careful upbringing that emphasizes respect for royal traditions while fostering a sense of individuality. King Charles III is a central figure in George's life. Charles has taken an active interest in guiding George through the complexities of royal duty. The two share moments of warmth, with Charles reportedly delighting in sharing his passion for history and environmentalism with his grandson. These shared interests have helped forge a bond rooted in legacy and continuity. However, as George grows older, his awareness of the challenges Charles has faced, both as a father and a monarch, adds a layer of complexity to their relationship. George is beginning to see his grandfather not just as a king but as a man who has weathered decades of scrutiny and familial tension. The relationship between George and Camilla, however, is markedly different. Queen Consort Camilla has carved out her role in the royal family, but her presence has always been a sensitive issue for George. The shadow of his late grandmother, Princess Diana, looms large. Diana's legacy remains a significant part of the family's narrative, shaping George's understanding of royal history and the dynamics within the household. Camilla's integration into the family, while largely accepted by the public, has inevitably created moments of tension, especially as George grows more aware of past controversies. Observers note that George's interactions with Camilla are outwardly respectful but often carry a reserved formality. This distance reflects a deeper undercurrent of unease, one influenced by his growing awareness of the complexities surrounding his family's past. While Camilla has sought to bridge this gap, her efforts are met with a mixture of appreciation and quiet skepticism from the young prince. The tension between Prince George and Queen Consort Camilla is rooted in a web of historical and familial complexities that continue to shape their relationship. For George, the legacy of his late grandmother casts a long shadow over the dynamics within the royal family. As he grows older and gains a clearer understanding of his family's past, the narratives surrounding Diana's life and Camilla's role in the royal story have undoubtedly influenced his perspective. Camilla's integration into the royal family was far from seamless. She was initially vilified by the media and public for her role in Charles and Diana's tumultuous marriage. Her eventual acceptance was hard-won. Over the years, she has worked to establish herself as a steadying presence in the royal family by taking on causes related to domestic violence, literacy, and health. Her resilience and commitment to duty have earned her respect, but her position remains delicate, particularly in the context of Diana's enduring legacy. For George, Camilla's presence represents a complex juxtaposition of past and present. Diana, though she passed long before George was born, is a significant figure in his life. Her legacy is deeply ingrained in the royal family's identity. Her humanitarian work and charisma continue to resonate both publicly and privately. Stories about Diana, shared by Prince William and other family members, have painted her as a loving mother and a figure of immense compassion. These accounts have shaped George's perception of her as a vital part of his family history. As George matures, he has begun to grasp the nuanced relationships within the family, including the tension that once existed between Diana and Camilla. While his parents have worked to foster an environment of unity and respect within the family, it is inevitable that George, as a curious and thoughtful young prince, would question the dynamics that shaped his grandparents' relationship. This growing awareness has undoubtedly influenced his interactions with Camilla and created an undercurrent of unease. Despite the outward appearance of harmony, Camilla's role in the family has also evolved over time, and this has influenced her relationship with George. As queen consort, Camilla occupies a prominent position that demands both public visibility and familial diplomacy. Her efforts to build bridges within the family have included reaching out to George and his siblings to ensure they feel supported in their royal duties. However, these efforts are complicated by the lingering narrative surrounding Diana. For George, Camilla's position as queen consort may feel like an unspoken challenge to Diana's legacy. Moreover, the generational gap between George and Camilla adds another layer of complexity. George is growing up in an era of heightened transparency and media scrutiny. He has a different perspective on the monarchy's role in modern society. His understanding of leadership is shaped by his parents' emphasis on compassion and relatability, and this may contrast with the more traditional approach embodied by Camilla. This divergence in values could contribute to the subtle friction between them. The confrontation between George and Camilla, while deeply personal, is also emblematic of broader shifts within the monarchy. Diana's legacy represents a turning point for the royal family, a moment when the institution was forced to confront its public image and adapt to changing societal expectations. For George, this legacy is a source of pride, but also a responsibility. He strives to honor Diana's memory while navigating the complexities of royal life. Camilla, as a figure who has faced her own share of challenges within the monarchy, understands the weight of these expectations. But she approaches them from a different perspective. This clash of perspectives came to a head in the confrontation between George and Camilla. In one quick moment, unspoken tensions were laid bare. For George, the moment was an opportunity to voice his feelings, not just about Camilla, but about the broader dynamics within the family. For Camilla, the confrontation would have been a reminder of the challenges she continues to face within the royal family. While she has worked tirelessly to prove her dedication to her role, moments like these highlight the lingering sensitivities that still surround her position. While Camilla's public image has softened in recent years, her presence in the monarchy's narrative has been a source of tension for various members of the family. These issues stem primarily from her complicated relationship with the late Princess Diana, but also from the challenges of blending into one of the most scrutinized families in the world. The most well-known and impactful tension with Camilla originates from Princess Diana herself. Diana famously referred to Camilla as the third person in her marriage to Charles in her explosive 1995 BBC interview. Diana revealed the emotional toll of Charles's ongoing relationship with Camilla during their marriage. The betrayal she felt strained her relationship with Charles and also cast a long shadow over Camilla's integration into the royal family. This animosity deeply influenced how other members of the family perceived Camilla. Particularly, Diana's sons. Prince William's relationship with Camilla was complicated in the early years of her marriage to his father. As the older of Diana's two sons, he bore the brunt of witnessing his parents' tumultuous relationship and the role Camilla played in it. Initially, William was wary of Camilla. He struggled to reconcile his loyalty to his mother with his father's commitment to a woman he had resented for years. Reports suggest that William found it difficult to forgive her for the pain her presence had caused Diana. Despite Charles's insistence on Camilla's place in his life, William, over time, adopted a more pragmatic approach. He recognized his father's happiness and sought to foster a cordial, if not affectionate, relationship with the queen consort. However, his efforts to balance his family obligations with his personal feelings were evident in public moments. For instance, Camilla's role in major royal events, such as William's wedding to Catherine, was handled with careful diplomacy, reflecting lingering sensitivity toward her presence. Prince Harry is well known for his emotional candor. He has spoken more openly about the challenges of accepting Camilla in his memoir, Spare. Harry expressed how he and William had pleaded with their father not to marry Camilla. He admitted that while he understood Charles's need for companionship, He felt that bringing Camilla into the family would reopen wounds tied to Diana's memory. Harry's struggles with Camilla reflect a broader pattern of his discomfort with the royal family's inner workings, often influenced by his loyalty to his mother. The years following Camilla's entry into the family saw Harry's relationship with her evolve into one of distant respect. Publicly, he has avoided overt criticism, but his revelations suggest that his acceptance of her remains conditional and strained. Harry's departure from royal duties in 2020 further distanced him from family dynamics, including his relationship with Camilla. However, there is no denying that Camilla's role as a stepmother has been an emotional challenge for Harry, as it has been for William.